about the distributive law and how that works with algebra. But in order to be able to do this lesson, you're going to need to have this handout that you can currently see on my screen. That is, you've got the first 4 pages, which is just basically like a worksheet that I want you to work through over the next couple of periods, as you can see coming down here. Then page 5, what that is it's your multiplication chart, and this is basically what's going to help you out and provide your working out space for when you do these questions. Alright, and it'll make more sense when you see the presentation that we're going to go through with soon. And then down here what you've got is a whole bunches of 1s, x's, y's, x squareds, x, y's and y squareds. And what you're going to need to do now before you do anything is go through and cut out each one of these things. Now it will take you a little bit of time, but it's really important that you do this and that you keep track of all of the things as you cut them out. So go through and do that now. Alright guys, so as I've said, today's lesson is all about the distributive law, and basically this means multiplying algebraic terms. So by the end of the lesson, what you're going to be able to do is be able to multiply these algebraic terms and actually apply it correctly. And this isn't the easiest of skills to do. So you need to make sure you're focusing the whole time and you're following each prompt as I give it to you. Now I'm going to introduce you to a few characters. First of all, we have the unit here. Now you can tell it's a unit because it has the number 1. And of course you've just seen this on your page that you've cut out. This one here is called the x. Now the x has a long width along that way, and it's got a unit width along there. And of course this is the y, and you've got a longer width along here and a unit width along this way. So you can see here they're all quite different in the way they look. Yeah, this is the unit, this is the x, and this is the y. Now, as I said before, you've got your multiplication chart, and it's really important that you use this throughout your working out because it will help you out in setting out the stuff so that way it'll make your life easier in the long run. Now, with your multiplication chart, as I said, it is on page 5 of your handout. So let me just find that for you. Page 5 of your handout. And what I want you to actually do, rather than use it like this, I want you to turn your handout around like that so it represents what's actually going on the screen. It's really important that you do set it out like that. And for every time that you do this, what I want you to do with your working out is I want you to copy a small picture that you've drawn into the actual space that you can see along here like so. I want you to copy that into the boxes on these first few sheets. That is this here. So whatever you do on your working out chart, you need to just draw a little picture representing what's happening in these boxes along here like so. Excellent. So what we're going to do is just start off with a couple of basic questions and then move into some things that are a little bit harder. So let's just use example 3 times 4 for example. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the question on the outside of these multiplication charts. So that's this line here and up in this area here. So the 3 will go in this part here. So 3 we make up using 3 units. That's 1, 2, 3. And the 4, well that's going to come up here and we make up the 4 using 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, hopefully most of you realise that 3 times 4 is going to be 12, but I'm going to show you how we can use this chart to prove this. Alright, so 3 times 4, what we need to do is we're going to put our answer in this area here. So to do that, we go something, we need to choose a shape that you've got from your sheet here that you've gone through and cut out. You need to choose the shapes that actually fit in this space. So that is, if you were looking for this one, here's going to be the same height as this one and the same width as this one. Now, of course, the same height is 1 unit height and 1 unit width, so therefore it's going to be 1 unit. And then we're going to have the same thing here, a height of what you can see here, and a width of what you can see here goes there. Height of what you can see here, and the width of what you can see here goes here like so. So there's 3 units, and of course we're going to do that a whole bunch more times because we've got all of them here, which will give us 12 units because you've got 3 units going down this way. So you've got 3 units, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to multiply it by the 4 rows, we're going to multiply it by the 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how many have I got all together? Well, this is our answer. We don't include the ones on the outside, we just include the ones on the inside. So 3 times 4 is 12. We write our answer down here like so. Now what I'm going to do is get you to do 2 times 8. Just do it on your own sheets. Press pause, and then when you're done, come back and press play so you can check your answers out against what I've got. So go through and do that. Excellent, so welcome back. Now your 2, as you can see here, goes up there like so, and the 8 is going to come up here like this. Remembering 2 is just 2 units, and 8 is just 8 units. Now how are we going to do this? Well, we're looking for something that has the same width as there, the same height, and the same width. Now that can only be a 1 unit. Same height, and the same width as what you can see here, so it's 1 unit. For this one here, it's going to be the same height, and same width, 1 unit. And you kind of get the gist, so we'll just go through and skip these a few times. make it a little bit quicker. Now, how many have I got all together? Well, I've got two rows, two rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 rows, 8 columns, 2 times 8 is going to be 16. Now this is where it gets a little bit more interesting, because I've got my question here that says 4 times x. Now what I want you to do is we're going to put in the 4 units up here, because that's where the 4 goes, the 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we have here is an x. Now you're going to get an x and lie it out like that, like so. Now this is how we're working with algebra, because what we're looking for now is something that has the same height as 1 unit and the same width as an x unit. So what's that going to be? Well, it's going to be an x, because it's got the same height as 1 unit, like so, and the same width as an x unit. Alright, you cannot put a whole bunch of different ones in there to try and make it work. No, it's just same height as 1 unit, same width as an x unit. Alright, what's this going to be? Well, a height of 1 unit and a width of x will be an x. A height of 1 unit, a width of an x, x. And this one, of course, is going to be an x as well. Now what we need to do is count up how many x's we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 x's, so therefore 4 times x is 4x. How about y times 3? Alright, well the y is going to come over here like so, and the 3, well it's going to be 3 units, 1, 2, 3, like you can see there. And what's our answer going to be? Well, we need to have the height of y multiplied by the width of 1, so that's going to be 1y. The height of y multiplied by the width of 1, 1y. Height of y, width of 1, 1y. So what's our answer? Well, it's 3y. For this one here, what I want you to do is press pause and actually attempt it yourself. So go through and do that. Excellent. Now welcome back. What you need to do is put in the 3 over here, so 3 units it is, and the 2 x's. So we've got 1, 2 x's like so. And for this one, we're looking for a height of 1 unit and a width of x. A height of 1 unit and a width of x. A height of 1 unit and a width of x. And then here we've got a height of 1 unit, a width of x, height of 1 unit, a width of x, height of 1 unit, width of x. So what have I got in my answer altogether? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, it's going to be 6 x's, because they're all x's there. Now remember, we only take the area in the answer section, not the bit in the question section out here. Alright, time for you to press pause again and attempt this question. So go for it. 2x times 5. Remember, when you're done, press play so you can check your answers out against mine. Excellent, so welcome back. Now what we've got here is 2x times 5, so the 2x, we're going to have 1x, 2x's over here, times 5 units, like so. Now what we're looking for is a height of x and a width of 1, so it's going to be x times 1 is 1x. Height of x, width of 1, 1x. Height of x, width of 1, 1x. Height of x, width of 1, 1x. You kind of get the gist now, so we'll go through and do it a little bit quicker. Alright, now I've filled in all of the area, and what you should notice is that you never have anything left over on the side. So if I go back for a second, come back here like so, you can see here that I've got something that's sort of left on the side that doesn't have anything right below it. So therefore we need to make sure that everything has something below it and next to it like so on the question part. So I'll go back to it. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2 is going to be 10 x's, as you can see there. So now what I want you to do is go through and complete page 1 of the distributive law handout sheet. That is the very first page here. Now it's really important that you use multiplication charts and the rectangles to assist you with this. And of course, like I said, as you go through and do this, show your working out by drawing out a little picture here, and this is going to get stuck into your journal once you've done each sheet. So go through and do that, and when you press done, when you're done, check out the next video. Alright, see you later.